Hi everyone, it's John Gualtieri here with this week's Power Shot. I want to share something with you all today that can be very problematic, and that is simply this. When we are being given a tour by a seller of their home, be very, very careful about pointing things out to the seller at that moment in time that the seller should do. Many agents, in an effort to aggrandize themselves with their vast knowledge of real estate, will do that very thing, and they lose the business because the seller thinks, well, this guy or this woman doesn't like my house. And I'm not saying don't deal with it. I'm saying be very, very careful, not only of how you deal with it, but the timing with which you deal with it. I always used to save that stuff for the end of the listing appointment after the listing agreement was signed, and I was very delicate about how I approached it, and that whole piece is a conversation for another day. The other thing that I will share with you is you've got to be careful if the seller asks you during that tour, hey, should I do this or should I do that? Do not, under any and all circumstances, answer that question until you ask the seller a question. And it sounds like this: Tom, listen, before I weigh in, just share with me what you're thinking here. Tom says, there's no way I want to do this, but my wife is bugging me. Well, see that you handle that one way. If he says, I think we should absolutely do it, you say, yeah, I agree. You guys get the idea, but be careful here. I can't tell you how many times I see agents lose business because they are pointing out things about the house which are legit. I'm not disputing that, but they go overboard and they alienate sellers in so doing. So today's Power Shot takeaway is simply this: be careful about pointing things out that need to be addressed when you're taking a tour of the home. So if you know anyone who might benefit from this week's Power Shot, please pass it on. And in the meantime, get out there, chop wood, carry water, and do it like you mean it. God bless.